Hey travelers, welcome back to May's Ways. I'm Kevin, side seat driving as usual. We're taking a little break today from our trip through Delaware, and we're going to check things out in Cape May on New Jersey's southern shore. We just departed the Cape May Lewis Ferry, which serves as the water portion of US-9 that connects the two cities. We're going to head over to Sunset Beach, check out a shipwreck, then head over to the Cape May Lighthouse, and then explore the town of Cape May itself before heading on the ferry back to Lewis. All right, so here we go. The shipwreck and the lighthouse actually aren't that far from us. They're just a short distance due south from where we got off the ferry. But the roads don't go that way. As you can see on the map here, the Higbee Wildlife Management Area is between us and them. So we're going to have to follow US-9 to the east quite a bit toward the Atlantic side of this peninsula and then head south and back west. Still, it's only like a 10-minute ride or so. But we will end up doing some backtracking to get to some of our other destinations. At this bridge, we're crossing the Cape May Canal. Like other structures we're going to see soon, the construction of this canal was a wartime effort. The canal connects Cape May Harbor with Delaware Bay, which gave ships a protected lane to travel without having to sail around the southern edge of the peninsula and making them vulnerable to possible German U-boat attacks. The canal, in effect, created Cape Island, as the city of Cape May and everything else south of here are now cut off from the Cape May Peninsula. We're going to follow this road to where it ends at Sunset Beach. It is here where the shipwreck of the SS Atlantis can be seen just offshore. The Atlantis was built in 1918 out of concrete. This was in the time of World War I, when steel wasn't readily available and experimental methods in shipbuilding were being tested. The ship was used briefly to bring troops home from Europe, but it didn't take too long to see that the ship was too heavy and too slow because of the concrete. It was scrapped in 1920. The ship was purchased in 1926 by an entrepreneur by the name of Colonel Desi Rosenfeld. He hoped to use this ship and two others as a Y-shaped dock for ferries between Lewis and Cape May, and had the ship towed to Cape May. However, it ran aground after breaking away from its moorings during a storm, and efforts were unsuccessful to free it. In 1937, a seam was ripped through the hull, and in 1961 the ship broke into two, leaving only the stern visible. As you can see in front of you, time, weather, and saltwater have had their way with the ship. This structure here on the right was built in 1942 as one of 15 World War II era lookout towers that stretched from North Wildwood, New Jersey to Bethany Beach, Delaware. The U.S. had just entered World War II a few months before, and there was great concern that German ships could attack the U.S. coast. These towers were built to observe approaching sea vessels and to aid the coastal batteries in aiming their artillery. This is the last freestanding tower left in Cape May County. Tours are available, $8 for adults, $5 for children. We'll see another one of these towers when we get back to Delaware, and we'll see one of the neighboring batteries here in just a few minutes. Next up is the Cape May Lighthouse at Cape May Point State Park. The lighthouse was built in 1859 and is still active today. You can climb the 199-step spiral staircase to the top, where you can see the automated white light flash every 15 seconds at a distance of 24 nautical miles. If you follow the trails after the beach, you'll see battery number 223, which is this last picture here. Battery was built in 1943 in conjunction with the observation towers that we talked about before. The building was constructed with 6-foot thick reinforced concrete walls and a blast-proof roof, and was entirely buried at the time. The battery consisted of 6-inch guns having a 9-mile range, though there was never an occasion to fire upon an enemy. Since we're going to backtrack on Sunset Boulevard, we're going to skip back to Broadway as we head into Cape May. Ahead of us as we prepare to turn onto Beach Avenue lies the Atlantic Ocean and a stretch of beaches that are known as one of the oldest resorts in all of the country. The area first became popular during the mid-18th century as many folks from Philadelphia came here, and by the 20th century it was known as the finest seaside resort in America, with over 50,000 visitors coming in for the summer. Now as we head down Beach Avenue, check out these homes. The area is dominated by Victorian-era homes, and in fact, the entire city of Cape May was designated a National Historic Landmark in order to protect all these homes. Cape May has the second largest concentration of Victorian homes behind San Francisco. Want to move here? Get out that checkbook. Many of these homes have been renovated, turned into townhomes and condos. A 790 square foot, 2-bedroom, 1-bathroom unit cost a cool $700,000, and things only go up from there. We're going to show off some 360 views of the rest of Cape May in our next video. Here we backtracked back to US-9 as we head to the Cape May Lewis Ferry. We weren't really sure what to expect with lines getting onto the ferry. As you can see here, not too crowded. But this isn't peak summer either. Our observation was that most people seem to stay in their cars. There's plenty of room to roam around, plenty of room to sit. Refreshments are offered inside. It's about an 85-minute trip, and if you're at all susceptible to seasickness, I'd keep the medicine handy. My co-pilot was definitely feeling the rocking. Reservations are being required right now due to COVID, but you can do online. And the fare is a little steep, so make the trip worthwhile. You can expect about $48 round trip for a car, plus $16 per person, with one-way rates being about 60% of that. Okay, we're back in Delaware now, and up ahead is another one of those World War II observation towers. We're going to follow US-9 back out to Delaware 1 and back to Rehoboth Beach. So that's going to do it for us this time. If we didn't make you too seasick there at the end, we hope that you'll take a moment to give us a thumbs up, and we hope you'll join us for our next adventure here at May's Ways. Thanks for watching.